All right, so here we go. Bunyag means to baptize or baptism. So you can go to someone's bunyag, which is their baptism, right? Because they're going to get baptized. Ango is to become senile, meaning like you're starting to show signs of old age and deterioration and wear and tear because of old aging. You know, you're starting to show the signs and symptoms of of aging. And mostly it deals mostly with like mentally stuff, like recalling memories, etc. Libog means to not know what to do. Now, a lot of people say libog means to be confused, which I can understand, but I like to translate this as to not know what to do, because there are times where libog, it doesn't really directly mean to be confused. You're just like, oh no, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm lost. Like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Libog means that, which can also be translated as confused, but in a way you can be more like perplexed or baffled at something. Or stumped is the better word, to be stumped at something. Like, you don't know the answer to something, right? Teacher asks you a question, you don't know the answer, you're stumped and you don't know what to do. Libog is that perfect verb to describe it. Versus confused. I don't know, I'm confused, I don't know what it is. Now, suya means to be resentful or to dislike somebody because of them being very boastful, and you're envious of what they have to say, or you're just annoyed about what they have to say because they brag a lot, right? So if someone is boasting and bragging and yeah, they're just bragging a lot and they're just talking about a lot of stuff, and then you're annoyed at this person and you resent this person because you're a little envious. Well, not necessarily envious, but you're just annoyed at this person, maybe because of envy. Suya is that perfect verb. Linghod means immature or immaturity, like an adjective, to be immature. People acting immature, thinking immature. Linghod is that word for it. Ahat means for something done prematurely and before the right time, or something that was forced before the right timing, right? So lingkod and ahat can have very very similar relations with each other. Lingkod and ahat, very similar words with each other. So ahat is more like something that is being done immaturely. Maybe you picked out something immaturely or prematurely. You did something before or ahead of time, I guess, or before the right time. Um, yeah, ahat can explain that. So this next verb pu can also be related to it, right? Pu means to harvest or pick, right? To pick food like fruits or vegetables or leaves or branches. You just pick and harvest it. It has to deal with nature, right? So maybe you picked or harvest or you plucked a piece of fruit earlier than expected. So ahat can be that verb, right? So that's when you can use that. Tabang means bland, bland in taste. There's wailami. Sukad means from here on out, or from thereafter, or since then, or from, I guess, from here on out. Sukad niyato, sukad ni ini. From here on out, you're gonna blah 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 blah, right? So that's sukad. So starting from now on, blah blah blah. Sukad has that meaning. Tabok means to cross the street or to cross from one side to the other. Whoops. To cross from one side to another, right? You're gonna cross from one side to another. Tabok, right? Tabok, tabok. And tapok with a p, tapok means like to crowd around. People crowding around, to gather around, or people to flock, right? Maybe there's something going on that a lot of people are crowding because they see entertainment. Maybe there was a fight that's going on and people are watching, so they're starting to gather and crowd around. That's the perfect way to use tapok. Tapok, okay? Kabug is just a type of kwaknit, all right, fruit bat. Kabug is a fruit bat, and bats in general is kwaknit or kulaknit, right? Kwaknit is just a bat in general, but a fruit bat is a kabug. And then sikad means to kick or to pedal with your feet. Like you're just kicking or pedaling with your feet, you're kicking. That's sikad, right?